And now I'm gonna masturbate.
Breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it.
Breasts. Breasts. Breasts.
Breasts. Breasts.
Breasts. Breasts.
Oh la 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Oh la 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 la.
Lies. 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 Breastfeed it.
Oh la 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 la. Oh la 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 la.
Wow. Wow. You're getting Grandpa excited.
Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus, your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus, your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders, your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders, your anus. Your shoulders.
Hello, everyone. Dark Side Phil here, and I don't know, like, I'm out of my mind. I put up that video where I'm starting to work on another instrumental, and for some reason I used Phil's face. Shirt off. Well, Jesus Christ, that was What was that, like 2 seconds? 20 seconds? Okay. All right, let's something I'm produced. I'm going in more of a Griselda direction. Griselda and like Rock Marciano. If I'm saying, I always fuck up his last name of his. If you really think about it, it's very simple, straightforward. Richie, you look good enough for a poke. First off, let me get to all the super chats. Yeah, dude, it's like the far right shit is spreading like the plague. It's not just in the States. Jay's ex lost her mind and became fucking far right wing. Master Rambo dropping the 50 already. What's good, man? How you doing? Witty D. Oh, I'll show you when we hit 500 people. I'll show you a surprise that I got in the mail today. That had my parents live with me. Or if you despise me, you could say that I live in my parents' basement. Either or. So we got a package. I'll show you what was in that package in a few minutes. It's quite interesting. 3 of them for some reason, too. So, thank you, Master Rambo, Maple Canada. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on with people that they want a dear leader. Well, I know what's going on, but let's not go into that fucking rabbit hole. Please. Yo, what up, Rich? Just wanted to give you some quick. DSP changed difficulty in MK1 and got flaked for it. Low tier god got banned on Twitch. Yes, his peanut butter complexion broke TOS. Why did he get banned? He has nowhere to go now. Where is his peanut butter complexion is going to be sucking dick on the street, because with what he's known for, he ain't getting a normal job. Yeah, Jay's fired. Minus he's coming back tomorrow. I'm going to make a video saying that Phil was right on something. Yo, what up, Rich? Just wanted to give you some. Oh, so I got that. I have zero interest in MK1. Not that I won't watch Phil, but I'm saying I am not excited for that game in the slightest. And I used to love fighters back in the day. Spam noises. All right, so spam moaning noises.
I'd like to belch directly into your face right now.
Imagine I just did that for the rest of the stream. I am on Rumble. I automatically get uploads to Rumble. I get paid to shitpost on Twitter now, so buckle up for that. I'll make like $100 like every month. But hey, at least I'm getting paid to be a giant man-child on there. So yo, what up, Rich? So yes, I got everybody. It's Twitter. It'll always be fucking Twitter. I guarantee you, when Elon Musk leaves with his golden parachute, him and his plunger nipples and his 5-polygon body leave, I am sure it will go. I promise you, it will go back to Twitter. I can guarantee it, or it'll implode. One of the two. The Green Mile. No game ever made me cry. The Green Mile was the only game. Good movie, by the way. If you've never seen The Green Mile, I highly recommend it. Juicy Booch, how are you? That was it, though. I'm not... Rich, you always say Nintendo needs to beef up
I
their
received 0 contributions.
Why Susha 116 donated
That is
$5.
factually not true.
I'm pretty stoked getting my MK1 collector's edition tomorrow. Sadly,
that's
my
awesome.
GF got sick, so I won't be playing story mode with her until she gets better.
Well, I hope she gets better soon. I had a protein shake for lunch today, speaking of. And man, I the second time I tried, it just made me shoot buckshot out of my ass. Like, coffee just makes me shit. But this is like, all right, I'll have a protein shake. It's quick. It's fairly healthy. I'm like, I'll get a protein shake. I'm running around. Man, I let out a deep brown bomb. It was like a blippy moment. Except there was no one's ass and balls under me. If you think that I'm kidding about that with Blippy, like say your kids watch Blippy, go look up Blippy Harlem Shake, I believe. Well, Rich, you always say Nintendo needs to beef up their specs for well, with the Switch now, yes. In the beginning I didn't, but it's now 2017, 5+-year-old console. 7+ year SoC in there, about 7 years. Nintendo has never been about graphics. You must be under 30. NES, arguable. It was the Famicom, which came out, I believe, in 83. They brought it to the States to test markets in 85. 86, it was when it had a national release. The Sega Master System was more powerful than it, but not by much. Had a larger color palette. And I actually think the sound on the NES was better. If you had a Famicom disk drive, it actually added a couple channels of FM synthesis, I think, so it was even better that way. The Super Nintendo, in many ways, minus its slow main CPU, was superior to the Sega Genesis. Better sound chip. Sometimes the FM synthesis did sound badass and would be preferred in some games with the Sega Genesis. Had more simultaneous colors on screen. Could do like mode 7. It could manipulate sprites. You got me on a tangent now, boy. So for that generation, yeah, there was 8 billion other fucking consoles that came out that tried to one-up them, but those don't count. Like, are we really going to compare the Jaguar to the Genesis and Super Nintendo in terms of, like, it being... I don't care that you don't care. So I'm going to continue. So the Super Nintendo, yes, it came out later than the Genesis, but it was, I would say, arguably vastly superior graphically in many ways to the Genesis. The Genesis, the 68,000, was a significantly faster CPU, though. The Nintendo 64, they talked about working with Silicon Graphics, how they were going to be the most powerful system of that generation. I have spit on my lip. So they were pushing for that then. GameCube was actually...
I received 0 contribution.
Thank you, Phil.
Phil's Greasy Pipes donated $5. Hello, Philip. Remember how you threw hot grease down my holes? I decided to consult my Lord King Cobra JFS and we decided to put a dry spell on your marriage. He will spread ashes in a cemetery and swing his wand to start the divorce saga. Now the fun begins.
Yo, man. I mean, not that I'm wishing for him to be divorced. And it's not personally my business. But the things that we do know for a fact that Kat left her ex while she was banging Phil, while she was still with Subaru Man. Again, I hope, maybe Phil is the love of her life. But usually when someone does that, they'll do it again. Anyway, even if you were kidding, it's an interesting history to go through. I love talking about this shit. N64, same thing. GameCube was actually more powerful than the PS2. The PS2 was the weakest console of that generation. It wasn't until the Wii that Nintendo pivoted And you know what? If even half of the rumors about the next Switch are true, it's going to be pretty capable for being a hybrid console. So, yeah, Nintendo did shift focus. But there was a long time they were about flex and specs. And it's interesting, a lot of people don't know that, especially if like your first console from them was the Wii. You have no idea. Not saying you, but people in general. You look like a big Edward Norton for American History X, the skinhead. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. I look like a fat skinhead. Rich always said it. So
I received 0 contributions.
Chatterbait donated $5. Chatterbait
Hashanah?
message from
Hagai?
EDP445. Yo man, you know what I am saying. I have finally come to my senses
what I'm
and
saying?
decided to only ejaculate to people over 18. You know what I am saying. So accept my request, please. You know what I am saying. Maybe put a cupcake in you?
You could put it in my ass. It was so funny. When I was a kid, I was at a sleepover. Yes, it has to actually have to do it. And there were these dudes that like didn't like me. And they were trying to convince everyone that while I was sleeping, they put a cupcake like in between my ass cheeks. It never happened. And they were like, yeah, we did. I'm like, dude, how would I miss a cupcake in my underwear? How? How would I miss that? It didn't happen. You could say whatever you want to. You did not get a cupcake in my ass. Thank you. Like they were, because they wanted to make it like they pranked me, but I'm like, but it didn't happen. Like, where would it, did it like go up my rectum and like crawl into my intestine? No. Had a turd so big it wouldn't flush. I've had that happen too. I've had that happen. Commodore 64 is where it's at. You realize I never had a Commodore 64 growing up? All the tech we had in the house, we never had a Commodore. Very strange, isn't it? You would think we would. But no Commodore. Cupcake my ass cheeks. I am about to burst. Oh, I got a lot of music on here. Review cupcake. That was so ridiculous. Of like, you don't miss a cupcake. Like, it would have I would have frosting on my cheeks. Why am I talking about this with birds and the Dark Souls 2 music? But whatever. Like, I was like, all right, yeah, okay. I was like, yes, okay. You got me. You put a cupcake in my ass. It was you did such a good job that there was nothing there. A man, fart, and relax. A man, yes.
Philip Burnell is a man.
Try to relax your anus.
Dude, I was 12. We weren't drinking then. My friend Sean was, but I wasn't. We weren't drinking. It was just like a birthday party sleepover, you know? Lena, hey Rich, how much I donate to introduce you to a locale named the White Bowser? Oh God. How long is the video? He makes me kind of dry heave a little bit. Usually I don't ask for prices for stuff like that, but I might hurl. Well, yeah, I was born in 81, so you could get 10 breasts, of course.
Breasts.
I have no idea how many breasts that was. But, yeah, but I don't feel like getting that serious tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's not like EDP. Even though we're talking about one of EDP's victims, so I guess we're getting fairly serious. But that's like a fairly political stream. I know David Jaffe was on Side Scrollers. talking to them, but that shit is like literally almost 6 hours long. It's like 5 hours and change to be exact. No fucking way. If there's snippets, if there's highlights, sure. I rather fucking choke myself. I'd rather hang myself with a noose. I probably shouldn't say that on stream. I don't want to kill myself, YouTube. I'm kidding. And sit through almost 6 hours of them. And Melanie Mack is there. Hard fucking pass. Yes, we could react to your out of context review text. That I would enjoy. But 5 hours and change of Melanie Mack's fucking scarecrow voice, no thank you. So today's Side Scroller was a mixed bag. It was entertaining and it went down the rabbit hole. Just imagine Melanie and David. Oh my God. He's more liberal than me too. I mean, we're both kind of have mostly the same political ideologies, but he's even more left. So, anyway, back to some Dark Souls music. Here is why. So today, my mom got a package.
Breasts.
That's kind of weird hitting that button talking about well, the whole situation is quite weird. I got something. I got a deluxe steel handle penis pump. Here's one. We're not done. Two. Still not done. I'm actually making like a 90s kind of music setup with components. I thought maybe it was that, something coming.
EDP445 donated $5.
I'm not done.
I came here to think that I was getting a cupcake. There's something I never told anyone. I'm the cupcake. My new inmate friends are going to love me. They're going to cover my chocolate cupcake complexion in white frosting. You know what I'm saying?
He's going to be pounded in the showers, man. He is going to be the Skeet Special. Am I even allowed to say that? But we're not done. Three penis pumps. 3 fucking penis pumps. Like, and the thing they don't understand, like, we're Masuchis. We don't give a shit. It's like, oh, okay, there's peanut. Like, I thank you for the penis pumps. I'm a grower, not a shower, so
contributions.
Won't help.
Fucking pronouns in my ass donated $5. Penis.
How much fucking pronouns in my ass? Listen, how much were these? Dude, and it has like a pressure thing on it too, like you're like filling up a car tire. I mean, yo, I'm gonna like probably get every video demonetized. I forgot it's 2023 YouTube. You know what I would have done in a different era, like 2016, if I got these? I would hang them on each of those things in the back. I have for like a month anyway, as a temporary thing. Fucking penis pumps. Listen. Penis pumps, penis pumps, penis pumps. Why am I gonna, dude? My dick is just fine. It's small, but it works beautifully. I made 3 beautiful children.
I received 0 contributions.
Hagay Donuts donated $5. Disturbing rise in 9/11 anti-Semitic conspiracy theories recently. If I had a nickel for each, I'd own Intellivision. The misinformation is alarming.
You know what's funny, speaking of that, there was some guy who was a 9/11 conspirator, like he was a denier of saying it was an inside job. He was like that for 14 years. He's like, nah, it was not an inside job. He showed like a picture of the towers being built and actually explained how the planes that were, because you have to remember something. When the planes were hijacked, here we go talking about, let's just die. Well, let's not talk about politics. No, you know what, let's talk about 9/11. But the hijackers purposely, like, they went and got the planes that were going from the furthest point from the state, from Boston, I believe, to California. Why did they do that? They would have the fullest tanks to make the planes more explosive. A lot of people don't know that. Look, I'm not saying that there aren't conspiracy theories that are real, man. Didn't we fake an attack to get into the Vietnam War? Gulf of Tonkin, right? Like, shit happens. I'm not denying that there isn't conspiracies. But, I mean, I don't trust the United States government at all. But from a financial perspective, why would they have want to blown up? I mean, I know arguments could be, we could go down. Anyway, why would, stop right now. Yeah, my dad was supposed to be there when they bombed the basement in '93. He would have been in the restaurant right above it. But his boss, or partner, I should say, got a call. Like they were redoing his kitchen, and he had something to do right before, so he got lucky. Yeah, let me review a penis pump. That would I can't. Yo, I should make a video. Be like, I got something sent in the mail. Speaking of, did you hear that the guy who was in the North Tower? Holy shit, did he really? There was a video that popped up. It was really sad. The guy was on the phone, and he was talking, and he goes, "Oh God!" And like as the towers crashed, you heard him scream, and like his phone cut out. That was some grim shit. It's sad, man. A lot of people, lives cut short for what? Kevin Cosgrove. Yep, you're 100% correct. I want to watch that. That's like something I'll have to watch from side scrollers, though. I don't give a shit if I give them a view. Like when I'm doing a project. Like if I'm benchmarking. So I'm not sitting through 6 hours of that shit, just sitting through it. I would want to, especially with her on the stream, I would want to fucking bash my head into one of these monitors. Missed mine in a member chat, did I? Listen, see my new denim shorts, so I get sand in my heart on. Let's go. Yes.
What? No way.
That's 100%. I will never let that go. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. That was the reason he was scratching his dick. Full stop. Who else did I miss? Rich's clap button. No, my P.O. box is not open because I have been nuclear doxxed for like 1,000 years. There's nothing I could do. It is what it is. People are pieces of shit. You know, I can't lift up the foundation of my house and move it somewhere. It's not very fun, but it's also not the end of the world, too. So, anyway. So, I am the, oh, wow, I didn't even realize I was already on the React screen. Thank God I shut down my porn that I was fapping to.
And now I'm going to masturbate.
I was not fapping to porn in here. I try to be fair and balanced with Phil. Phil does a lot of dumb shit. But when he's right about something, or there are even half-truths in what he says, and be like, he's kind of got a point there. Can't hate. I'm not just going to hate. I don't hate Phil. I know he thinks I think he would say this.
Lick the shit in my asshole.
But when there's reaching going on, I will say that too, and I feel like this is one of those moments. So,
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
oh yeah, I'm gonna get a PO box. I've been saying that for years. That I was gonna do it during COVID, and then it was COVID. I forgot, and then I just keep forgetting. But that can't change history, and you know what I mean.
Snort, snort, snort.
Code.
Snort.
He's still alive. Wow.
Remember a few days ago I had that story about Unity? That game engine that tons of game developers use to make their games.
There you
but
go,
that
Chris
on the
Dennis,
fly
I see you.
just decided to change their entire monetization model, that they were now going to charge.
Yeah, it's a slime ball move. I may tie Phil into it, be like, wow, I actually agree with Phil on something. It is now, should people's lives be threatened? No. I'm not like, yeah, I'm glad that they had to shut down because there were credible threats. No, that's not okay. That is not what I am saying. But you can't do something this heinous and not expect massive flack. There are developers that if they continue using the Unity engine that will have to go out of business. There are people that were using the Unity engine that will probably have to reverse engineer their games into another engine now. It is the most selfish, like, what is it, John Riccatello, who's a CEO there? You are out of your fucking mind. Like, the greed has made you just lose your fucking mind. You're not stupid. You're just... It's what happens when you think you have a stranglehold. Hey, Rich, how much for you to play Superman 64? I would have to buy the cartridge and do it the right way. Let me think. So, he was the former EA CEO. Not that EA's really... Can you get a breast, Chan? Of course. You can get
breasts,
cucumbers,
breasts,
cucumbers,
breasts,
cucumbers,
breasts,
cucumbers,
breasts,
cucumbers,
breasts,
cucumbers.
Charge a flat rate per install fee once a game sold past a certain amount, and that game developers were coming out of the woodwork to say not only is this horrendous, but it could put them out of business.
And a lot of indie devs use... It's not like it's just AAA developers. A lot of indie devs use Unity. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? Some of their games are like $5. Some of their games are like $10. So you're basically saying they're going to make absolutely nothing once people buy a game after a certain point? Fuck off.
And that they really need to reverse, face on this. First of all, here's the updates on this, okay? So, Unity came out and said, well, what we'd like to do is clarify, because we think there's a lot of confusion. And the funny point is, there was no confusion. No one wants this practice to happen, but Unity is spinning it as if, oh, the reason you don't like this is because you don't understand it. Not because it's a horrendous practice that will ruin game developers, but because...
Yeah, because they didn't want to. They didn't want to dump. They didn't want to dump the shares. They were like, all right, let's make sure we skim off the top because we know this is going to be disastrous, but we'll do it. It's like stock laundering. Yeah, dude. I was like, hey, we should watch some of that tonight. It's 5 hours and change long, teetering on 6 hours. Maybe if another day this week if I'm ambitious enough, but I am not tonight.
Because we just don't get it yet. So they came out with a bunch of
yeah, it's insider trading, but they tried to do it in a way where it didn't seem obvious. I don't know if it would legally be considered that the way they we'll just slowly sell shares. We weren't doing it for any nefarious reasons, we swear, said no one ever.
Posts and press releases basically saying, okay, it's not as bad as you think. First of all, we're not going to charge you for any demo installs. Also, we're not going to charge...
Whoop-de-fucking-do. Not saying that to Phil, I'm just saying in general.
...charge you for Game Pass installs. Okay? And also, if you have charity...
I'm not sure what that means, but... It's just crazy. Unity got some balls, man.
...events, we'll be sure to make that the exception for charity stuff. So basically, all the things that people said were problems, oh, don't worry, we're not going to count all of that. But then came up the topic of malicious installs. So what does that mean? It means someone's pirating your game, which happens all the time, okay?
I
Games get
received
pirated.
0 contributions.
DBZ King 119 donated $5. Since you're already doxxed, can I come over? We can try the penis pump together. Also, is it true that EDP called you up and asked you if he could hide out at your house under Carlos?
Yeah, he actually wanted to hide under Steve, but I said I couldn't find Steve, so I told him to go fuck himself, and that's my story. When I found out Melanie Mack has a Bible reading channel. She just made it. The Bible reading channel. Bless her little heart.
Pirated every single day, and according to Unity, every single time a game gets installed, it'll be tracked, and if it gets tracked, it'll count towards your company, and you'll owe them money.
No, that can't count. It has to be when you buy it and they take it for the... Like, so every time I install a game, I reinstall a game on a new computer, it's gonna... No, that's not how it works.
But what if someone stole your game? So here's what Unity said about that. Wait till you hear this one, okay?
Unless I'm missing... If... Wait, hold on. No. No. So if I have a game on Steam, every time I download it from the cloud, they're going to charge the developer. I download it from Steam servers, I mean. What the fuck, dude? And they didn't expect that. What are they out of their fucking... Dude, because they think they have such a stranglehold. It's like, what are they going to do? Change the engine of their games? They're apparently, you're giving them no choice. That is I got to look into that. I mean, I believe you got, not that I'll still do my own research. I don't just like, hey, someone in the chat said it, so it must be real. Not saying you're lying, but that's my job, is to verify things. But holy shit. That is absurd if that's accurate, man. That is absurd. Per installation to a new device is still... Dude, like, for example, I review these... Like, I have that little computer here I keep looking at when I played Starfield on. I get new products all the time. Fuck them.
So, they're not going to count those against you. But there's no way they could possibly figure out what's a legit install and what's not at first. So you're going to get a bill as a game developer for every install of your game. But
Yang has a video on it. Yeah, I may have to talk about it tomorrow. It's kind of... Now that I'm knowing the extremes and I'm not busy doing other stuff, yeah, it's time.
Then you can tell them after the fact how many were malicious. They'll just trust you, and then you'll get a refund.
Yeah, Phil's 100% right. That is the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard. Yes, Titanius, it is tomorrow. Jay is back tomorrow. I almost called him gay. Jay is back tomorrow. Gay is back tomorrow.
Does that sound legit to you?
No, I honestly feel is 100% on point in this video. Just gotta be fair.
Does that sound like that's a good business practice that would make sense and would be stable for any company? Does that sound, oh, just trust us, we'll believe you, and we'll refund you for the money that you pay? I received 0 contributions.
Review ABC USA donated $5. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z A B C D E F G H I J.
I forgot how to do it for a second because I'm an idiot, but I could stop those very quickly. Well, there is a lot of devs that use Unity, but I talked to my dad about your ass. You should have talked. Yeah, dude, my ass was... I can't... Those protein shakes make me shoot buckshot.
I
Speaking
received
of which, Jay is
0
messaging
contributions.
me.
Trump Steaks donated
Wait, Wes,
$5.
you have coffee?
Unity's CEO is the same person who was EA's CEO that infamously said they should make players spend money every time they run out of bullets in Battlefield. What fucking scum.
Wait. He really said that? Well, his business model hasn't really changed. You run out of bullets. Could you imagine if every first-person shooter did that? Like you're playing Doom Eternal and you run out of ammunition. Well, with how many times you can do the glory kills, that wouldn't really happen. But say they stop the glory kills. Come on, dude. My fucking phone just fell on the floor. Just fell on the floor. My wallet. It can stay there for now. Ah. Dude, that's insane. Come on. Yeah, I still gotta do that video. That's another video, but I gotta do finish the video on the emulator. I have it like 45% filmed. I think that'll be my next video, is the monitor after that. Yeah, see, that's the thing that always kind of makes me lose interest in the Doom reboot games. It's like shoot, blink, chainsaw, shoot, blink, chainsaw, shoot, blink, chainsaw, shoot, blink, glory kill. And it's like, the game loop just kind of after a while gets tedious. Yeah, dude, gaming monitors are getting cheap, like good ones. Good ones. Anyway, back to a man.
Paid us up front. And again, the whole point is that if you're in a situation where you're an indie game dev and you don't have a lot of money, how are you supposed to afford that? Right? Oh, just pay the upfront and then get reimbursed later? No, that will not work. Okay? So there's a few other things they've come out to as to say as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now we're overdrawn, but don't worry, you'll get it back eventually. Come on, this guy.
That they claim, oh, it's just because you don't understand. But everyone's basically like, no. We do understand. We get it. We totally get it. We just don't want this practice. You're going to ruin us. And even more game companies have come out and said,
no, you didn't miss it. Nothing special yet.
I probably said like another dozen or more have come out in the last 24 hours.
What's up, Mari?
All publicly stating, if Unity does not scale back this change, we're probably going to have to stop making games in Unity. We'll just have to quit on this engine, and we'll have to go and do other stuff. There's nothing else we can do. We can't afford this model moving forward. We'll have to start over from scratch. So the funny part is, you would think, well,
yeah, Phil can be very he has his lucid moments where he partially becomes self-aware and makes sense.
Because Unity has all this bad press, the company must have tanked. No, they lost less than 5% of value. They did have an initial little stock drop, and then they actually kind of recovered a little bit. They've only lost about 5% of the value of their company. So you might say, so what would be the incentive then if they don't think like this is going to affect them and they could just pull this off to rip off these game developers? Okay. Well, what's going to happen? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. You ready for this? Now, by the way, before I even read you this story, I want you to understand something. I don't support it and I don't condone it. This is a fact. Here's what happened yesterday. Unity had to cancel their own town hall and they had to close 2 of their offices because CEO John Ricticello said they have received credible death threats.
Yeah. So wait a second. So that means as a person who bought that game, I won't be able to play it anymore? They could get fucked, dude.
So they literally got bomb and death threats for doing this. Now, again, I want you to understand something. I don't condone that. I don't support it. But you decided to change your entire business model without consulting any of your customers or anyone in the industry purely on the notion of making more money, i.e. greed, and
they thought that they had enough of a stranglehold that people would just deal with it, or developers would just deal with it, because John Riccitello is a piece of shit. Unity policy sounds like someone was inspired by Elon's attempts to get money out of a free platform. But it's like, I could see maybe some other way to do a one-time fee, which would still suck, or however they get paid, increasing prices of something sucks. Not saying it's right, but on a per download, a game that's already purchased, so if someone re-downloads it on Steam, if I'm understanding it correctly, on a new device, I have like I'll probably get a new mini PC down the line. So if I want to benchmark a Unity developed game, that poor developer is going to get dinged another $5 because I'm on a new piece of hardware. Fuck off, you greedy garbage pieces of shit. And here's the thing, man. All these motherfuckers, because they don't care if a company burns to the ground. They have their shares. They want to puff up their shares, and in the short term, it'll probably do that. And and if the CEO there, like if John Riccatello, the shareholders demand he steps down, he'll step down. He already slowly sold his shares and made a bunch of money. And on top of it, he'll get a golden parachute for getting fired. I mean, probably like a fucking $20 million check. And then he'll coast with his golden parachute to another company, rinse and repeat, and it'll be the same thing. Welcome to crony capitalism. Part of the reason why the States is teetering on fascism. Because people are angry. People are tired that the system is fucking rigged, but they're stupid and don't know who to point their fingers to. Point the finger at, I should say.
You could literally screw over entire game dev companies, and you might actually have people.
There's socialism for the rich, is what the problem is.
People lose their livelihood because of your decision. What did you think was going to happen? People would be happy? Are you fucking stupid? Yes, you are stupid. Rick DiCello, whatever the fuck your dumbass name is, you're a fucking moron. And that's why people are reacting this way. They shouldn't be doing horrible crimes, but at the same time, when you're in the process of ruining people's lives for your own personal greedy reasons to satisfy the shareholders, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? People were going to show up with gifts?
Yeah, this is... Diaz, like, come on, like, Snort, I love you, dude, but no. Phil's right on this one. It wasn't that he was saying that he's like, yeah, I want people to get hurt. If Phil said that, of course. But no, Phil is like 200% right with everything he's saying right now.
And now I'm going to masturbate.
Oh, la 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 la.
Dunce. And you shouldn't be in charge of any fucking company whatsoever.
I got the drip going. I got the drip going. I got the drip.
Yeah, dude, it's... Oh, man. All right, so now we can go back to good old-fashioned... Good old-fashioned Phil. This is the Phil we all know and love where he's begging. Well, no, this is where everyone is talking about their day off, and I'm even kind of mixed on this. Like, it's weird to speculate, you know?
Kind of a random situation where...
Maybe I'll send Phil my penis pump. I have 3. Why do I have 3? Why did you send 3? How much those fucking things cost? Motherfucker to prank me spent like $100 on penis pumps. Bro, when I'm flaccid, my dick looks like an innie belly button. Let's go. Unity policy sounds like, yeah. Elon is trying to monetize X. Fucking X. In any way possible. Wah, wah. When I see Phil like that, I see Multiverse where he is actually likable and has sensible... Dude, if he became self-aware, his life would be... I mean, here's the thing. There is an entire, as you see, ecosystem around Phil. Based on his lack of self-awareness. But... I don't know, man. It'd be interesting to see if Philip Burnell actually became self-aware one day.
You know, my wife is playing a game that I'm playing. And it's the only game she's playing right now. She absolutely loves it.
Wait, why is he going back to this again? DSP's Closet? He hasn't done this in a long time, at least from what I've seen.
She wants to play more of it. It's our day off. We've already kind of done everything that we needed to do today. in regards to errands. We had dinner, and we got a couple of hours to kind of kill. And we're gonna still relax later tonight. We're gonna watch some stuff together and everything. Maybe have a drink.
Put my shirt on real quick. I got the drip going. I mean, like again, I'm gonna try to be balanced here. I'm not pulling any straw man shit. I mean, Phil, here is the thing that people have to realize. Phil begs from home. And they probably see each other more than Phil lets on. Now, look, maybe there is trouble in in paradise in the Burnell home. I don't know. It's none of my fucking business. But I do know, as a person who, you know, sits in front of a camera and also talks for a living, you're around people a lot. More than Phil, like, I'm so busy. I don't know the Banana song. Shut the fuck up, Phil. You know the Banana song. You just don't want to because you're weird. I guarantee you they see each other more than he lets on. And it's like, yeah, Phil, it's my day off. I want to just play this game today. And, you know, I see you every day for hours upon hours upon hours a day. I'm going to play Starfield, go do something else. It doesn't mean that their marriage is over. You know what I'm saying? Like, or, I mean, look, it could very well be. It ain't any of my business. But I'm just saying, as a person who also, it's weird to say this, does the same thing as Phil, you know, you work from home, you're around people a lot. You may just be like, all right, you know.
We're like, yeah, but we got a couple hours to kill now. And she's like, well, I've actually, you know, was doing a really good mission while you were out grocery shopping, and I like to keep doing it.
I wonder if Phil sits on like a recliner completely naked and just like stares at her while she's playing a game. That would be pretty funny. Especially if like the Oblivion music, like he had a boombox and had this playing while he just walked and sat on the chair naked. I think about strange things. Anyway, let's go.
I was like, all right, well, obviously I don't want to be spoiled by the game, so I'm not going to stay. So let me leave, you know, a couple of hours to kill, right? And so I said, well, I might just go do a quick stream then. Why not? Why not just do a couple hours of randomness?
I love how whoever drew this for him put an extra bulge where his balls are supposed to be. Like the gay guy I was playing in Streets of Rage last night. His bulge was bouncing all over the place.
Completely unplanned, impromptu content.
If I played with Axel from the beginning, that pissed me off because there were two moves that Ash, I think the gay guy's name was, that sucked on him. Like that sidestep thing where Axel would kind of do a quick roll. He did like a jump that was delayed. So if you try to dodge, it's pointless. And like the rear move where Axel goes like this and punches behind him to get enemies behind him, that Ash, like he did like a spin kick that you had to like literally have, the enemy had to have like his nose up the Ash's ass to fucking get affected by it. The hit detection was off with that too. So, God, I almost fucking, and that remake is tough. They throw it starts to get like unbalanced towards the end. It's
I
like,
received
holy
0
fuck.
contributions.
Dr. Sex E Coco donated $5. Hey yo, what's poppin' people? This is Sex E
Sexy.
Coco. Tonight begins what I like to call the season of the anus. Tonight is the first of
Season
many
of the
Jewish
anus.
holidays over the next few weeks. Each is
The
essentially
season
multiple
of the
Thanksgivings, and it
anus.
takes a toll on the anus.
Dude, that protein shake took a toll on my ass today, man. It wasn't even that good. We had like it had coffee in it. It had like a weird taste, though. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then it blew up my ass. Like, yeah, no, thank you. That will be the last time I get that.
For those who want to show up. And if you guys are here, great. And if you know, people miss out on the live stream. It's really not that big of a deal. That's why, because I knew immediately, I know some people are going to be like, well, why don't you stream Mortal Kombat 1? It's out right now. It came out today. Why aren't you playing it? Well, because that's tomorrow. I already promised that for tomorrow. I wasn't planning on doing a stream today.
So play it today or whenever the fuck this is, and play it also the next day. So what? You can't play the game 2 days?
This is just kind of a crazy, random, impromptu thing. So I wouldn't want to do something that would basically kind of spoil the promises in the schedule that I've already set out, right? Like, I think that would be pretty messed up for me to set up a stream that would spoil what I'm going to do tomorrow. So,
but it's not going to spoil. Like, priority one, everyone who's going to watch you bought the game themselves too. So, like, are you surprising what it looks like for them? Here he goes back to making no sense. Phil, it's a fucking game. Just play it again.
That's why we're doing that, all right? So it's just something random. It's not something ultra important. It's not anything super crazy, you know.
Like, how does he go from being spot on, like, to, like, the nth degree, to then being like, I can't spoil the game. It's a fighting game, Phil. What the fuck are you, even if it has a story mode, who cares?
Pertinent. It's just something.
I guess, Rich, that's an opinion. I understand. But it's like, if they're playing, wouldn't they want to play it themselves if they are watching for the story mode? They would be like, yeah, I'm not going to watch you. I'm going to play the game.
Something fun to do for a couple hours. I'll probably be streaming like I usually do for a late stream till maybe like 9:30-ish, 9:45-ish. Just to see, you know, how it goes tonight. And that's really it. Nothing else really special going on. But just an impromptu stream, and I figured, why not do Street Fighter? This way it won't spoil anything for tomorrow. Tomorrow's streams will still happen normally.
I received 0 contributions.
Dr. Sex E. Coco donated $5. For real though, Rich in chat, if a Jew ever invites you for lunch or dinner during one of our holidays, say yes. We eat a ton and drink a lot. Every
like
Jewish
Italians.
holiday meal is like Thanksgiving. Make sure you bring flour and Miralax.
And make sure you bring Tums and Gas X. Yes. Like Italians, man. Fuck you think I'm fat for? And adherence to schedule, most definitely. And he over schedules. Like, do I have a? You have a schedule? Ha ha ha. Yeah, most people don't care. Rest in peace, Etika. I always think about him. He never had it. And that motherfucker could stream till like 2 in the morning, New York hours, and still have like 50,000 people watching. Oh, you want the damn song. I see you. In a minute. Yeah, dude, he could stream anytime he wanted to. And he would have like literally like tens of thousands of people there. He is a prime example, rest in peace, Etika, of you don't need a schedule.
And by the way, I'm just going to say this right now. Not expecting anything tonight whatsoever. Not looking for anyone
What's
to
up,
contribute
baby?
or
I
anything
see you.
like that. This
I like
is
your
an
new
impromptu
picture.
stream. It wasn't intended. No one knew it was happening. It's not even in my normal schedule. So, hey, if someone wants to contribute in some way, I mean, thank you for that. That's awesome if you do. But I'm not looking for that. This is not really what the stream is about. It's just to kind of mess around and get a little bit of extra gameplay in here with Lily tonight. Okay?
Oh, come on,
Canos
you're killing
Australian
So thanks.
Sausage donated $5.
All right, so
I'm
let's
honestly
get started.
blown
Let's
away by
jump right-
Philip. You somehow stole a hoe and turned her into a housewife. There were plenty of times Panda Lee wanted to fuck and you thought let me blog first. You're the only straight guy I've seen act like a virgin with rage.
Phil always seems... I bet he has a huge hog. We've debated that before. We have debated the hog before. Like, he gets decent look. I mean, I know, oh, a cat looks like a horse. I don't think she's bad looking. It is what I mean. I guess that's subjective. I get it. I don't think she's a bad... And Panda Lee, her voice made me want to fucking... She has, like, the same caliber voice as fucking Melody Mac. But she wasn't bad looking either. Yeah, I got to get Titanius doing the RTUClips. I have to get you something. Gently remind me, and I will gently get it to you tomorrow. That gently doesn't sound right, but you get my point.
Right in. What game's Cat playing? Of course she's playing Starfield. Of course. She's way further than me. She's like twice as far into the game as I am. I'm what, like 25 hours? She's like pretty much around like 50 hours. It's the only game she's been playing for like, 2 weeks. So she's way, way, way ahead of me. And anything I watch is literally a spoiler when she plays the game. So I'm like, I got to get out of here. If I stay in, I'm staying in the living room when she's playing it, I'm going to get completely spoiled at this whole game, which obviously I don't want to do. It's going to be an ongoing playthrough I'm going to be doing, for months on end here. So
I'm so glad that I don't do gaming solely, because there are some times I just don't want a game. Listen. You keep sending those, I'm gonna friggin' fly you down here. Anyway. Ooh, did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. Yes, it was Google Fish.
So I got my coffee. I haven't even had a sip of it yet. I got my coffee right here. I got to start drinking it as I play. And, we'll see how it goes. All right? So here we go. Let's jump in.
All right. So someone wants to hear. Well, that's a song I'm working on, and I'm sure people don't want to hear that. Here's Phil. Who did that, JFE? Listen.
Breasts. Breasts.
Yes.
See, if I make that into a full song, which since I can sell it, I found out legally I should. I'd have to because I think the hoa hoa where he sounds like he's sucking dick, that would have to be like a chorus. You know what I mean? Because if you're listening to that for around 3 minutes, you're gonna want to fucking smack your head against the wall. If it was. No. I have to figure it out. Oh, wait. Someone asked me to watch this the other day. Let's watch it. It's only...
He'll bore you with his tales from the past. He's gouty and his content sucks ass. He stuffs his face and drinks his gin and pleads and begs for tips from his fans. He spends his days spending your cash. Don't call him out or your ass will be banned. He's the greasiest gamer you've ever seen. He whipped out his chode and wanked it on stream. He's the king of toxicity. He's the guy they call DSP.
I love how he does the awkward turnaround. Where Phil looks like he's getting...
zero contributions.
Dr. Sex E. Coco donated $5.
That was amazing.
In keeping with ReviewTechUSA tradition, I just shaved my balls while listening to your stream. UC class, my balls were getting itchy, and scratching my scrotal sack was taking a big chunk of time out of my day. I am now as smooth as Rich's anus.
My anus isn't smooth. It's hairy. Oh, wow. Oh, I never saw this. Ha! No! No! God, what do you mean? No, I can't do any more, Phil. I can't do any more, Phil. I was watching King Slighty react to him. Let's watch Chris Chan first. So, yeah, I agree with Phil's take on Unity. In every... There's not even anything there where I'm like 50-50, like wishy-washy with him on. He's 100% on point with that. You know? Rich, you're a straw man. Okay, sure.
August 1st, 2023 marks the 2-year anniversary of Chris Chan being arrested.
Oh, I got rid of all the...
Fuck off! Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns!
Who wow.
Why am I hitting sounds? Let's just...
From jail letters, sightings, and actual interactions with Chris, this saga has been unexpected to say the least. And I can confidently say now that it seems to have come to an end. Because Chris Chan's case has been dismissed and he's been cited posting artwork on the internet once again. And we're going to cover it all right.
How did it completely... His... Hers... Whatever with Chris Chan. Let's not even go into that again. But... They raped their fucking mother. That had dementia. I get that Chris Chan is not all here in any way, shape, or form. Life in a halfway house, assisted living, fucking something. Obviously, Chris Chan is not... They can't be self-sufficient. So what the fuck?
Right here, right now. August 2020.
Like, what judge? He's blown $8,000 since June on WWE Champ. It's not even something physical that he's buying. He's just... Oh, boy. Is this confirmed, though? Like, I have to... I'm trying to be... Again, it's not me straw manning. I'm just trying to be objective.
23 has been absolutely
But, yeah... You think so, Amy? And even if that's the case, like... I don't know. He's down a bad path. He's going to hurt someone else or hurt himself. Period. End of discussion. I mean, for fuck's sake, look what do we need anyway?
Jam-packed with new information and sightings on Chris. So in this video, we're going to go through the month in a chronological order, seeing what led up to Chris's case being dismissed and him posting on the internet once again. Before we get started, I have to give a big shout out to the Quickie. It's the premier site for Chris Chan news and lore. This video would not be possible without them. Thank you guys for all your work. Link in the description below. As I stated...
See, there's so much for those of you who don't know. I guess the best way to get up on Chris Chan lore is to watch Gamer from Mars's watch the multi-part series, and even then it's like it makes your head spin. If you're not already up on the Chris Chan lore since the beginning, like, you're better off reading A Tale of Two Cities in a foreign language. Like, it's just so much. Yeah, literally
lies.
It's oh, really? Gee, I wonder why he had the impromptu stream. He needed more sweaty men money. It's the sweaty men money fund. Oh, God.
Previously, August 1st, 2023 marks the 2-year anniversary of Chris Chan's arrest. 3 days later, on the 4th, he was spotted at a Walmart in Lynchburg. He was even recorded by a fellow calling himself the Otaku King. More on him later. Otaku...
Like, that's what I'm saying. Who the fuck is the Otaku King? There's always like, then there was like Lord Silly Nipples, literally. This troll, Lord Silly Nipples, exposed Chris Chan. Sorry. Oh, God. Chris Chan.
Otaku King would then go on to post to his Twitter one of the very...
Yeah, like, there's so much. There's, like, back before Chris Chan transitioned, which, Rich, why do you always, like, go with he? For those of you who don't know, there's a part of the lore I'm familiar with. Many people, even in the trans community, think that Chris Chan transitioned because Chris thought he'd be able to get more pussy by being a woman. Period. That's the story. So, there you go. If you want to say that I'm transphobic because I still picture Chris Chan from 2010 singing "He Wants a Boyfriend-Free Girl," you can eat my ass. Like, literally, you can...
Lick the shit in my asshole.
Few videos of Chris Chan post-jail release. The video is very quick, so I've slowed it down a bit, but it makes me think...
Looks like he's like a 65-year-old grandma.
I received 0 contribution.
DBZ King 119
I didn't even
donated
see what you
$5.
said, Monkey Gaming
At
Tips.
least
I wasn't
Chris
referring
Chan
to you.
did time in jail. The bitch who manipulated him into fucking Barb faced not even a slap on the wrist.
I don't
That being
understand
said,
that.
Chris Chan can't flip a light switch without it getting stuck up his ass. He needs actual help. We have
That's
failed.
what I'm saying. The system failed Chris Chan. Absolutely. Chris Chan should not be out on their own. I don't know how... is anyone here going to disagree with that? I don't think so. And I'm not trying to shoot anyone down. If you have a valid reason they shouldn't be in it, like assisted living, maybe there's something I'm missing, but I don't know. This is a recipe for disaster.
That Otaku...
Yeah, I think she got... Did she get expelled or suspended from school? No, there should have been some kind of criminal shit. They've done it to other people who manipulate. There was that girl with the forehead that should have a zip code. Who her, well, ex-boyfriend that she lured into committing suicide. She got a jail sentence. Suspended, that's it, really? Yes, ma'am. You manipulated an autistic person into raping their mother. Here's a slap on the wrist. No, it's not Tyra Banks. It was that broad. I'm telling you, man. She, that broad who, she like coaxed her boyfriend into committing suicide, and she like and what he did, he was I think in like a parking lot. And he took like the exhaust from his car and he wrapped a hose around it and put it in the car so you asphyxiate yourself, essentially, from carbon monoxide. And he was afraid to do it. He was like, "Nah, I'm changing my mind." She's like, "No, you got to do it. Do it now." Like she coaxed him back into, all right, I guess I'm going through with killing myself. How? Yeah, but she still got a jail sentence, didn't she? Well, at least she could still sell real estate on her forehead, so she'll be fine. But yeah, she's a horrible piece of shit. Man, dude, I don't know, man. With shit like that, they gotta change the laws. That's fucking murder, dude. Point being is that psycho bitch, you should look into her, the one that manipulated Chris Chan. Like, she would purposely not bathe for like weeks on end to smell, so like people and they're like, what? She would boil hamsters and stuff. There was like a group of them too.
Otaku King definitely did not want to be seen filming Chris.
See, like, and I know a lot about the Chris Chan lore, and I know nothing. Think about that. That's how deep it goes.
Supposedly, after this video was taken, they had a polite conversation, and he described Chris as not so bad. Otaku King would reveal more details about the conversation.
And now we have Otaku King has entered the Chris Chan lore chat.
0 contributions.
Dale's Peanut Butter Complex donated $5. To end this debate, let me say this and everyone can shut the fuck up. Chris Chan still considers themselves to be Jesus Christ, while doing all sorts of that bastardize his religion. In short, Chris Chan is the Antichrist and already in hell.
It's horrifying what Chris Chan did. I don't really know how to say this without. I'm not defending what they did. It's monstrous. But even Blockbuster Critic was like, it's going to end poorly for Chris Chan. And it ended worse than we could have ever imagined. Because he was like an autistic piece of clay. You could manipulate him into he lives in a fantasy world where like he thinks like religion and interdimensional sonnet shoes are going to take him to see his dad. Like, it's out of control. He's like, oh, but out on our own. Really? Yeah, and it's not ended. Now we have the Otaku King. He's going to go to the mall with Lord Silly Nipples, and they're going to find a woman with a tattoo pickle on her breast. That's another... Chris Chan went to a mall to meet a woman he thought had a tattoo pickle. Like, who would get a pickle tattooed on their breast?
In the weeks to come. But before any of that would happen, 4 days after the Walmart sighting, Chris's case would be once again reviewed by the court. This would result in something called resolved order.
Yes, I have a pickle tattooed on my breast, yes.
Ending. This shook Christorians worldwide, as many people knew that Chris would not face the kind of justice that they had expected. Even though a select few still held out hope, the very next day, the judge entered for a dismissal of the case.
Yo, I'm gonna have to get something.
Meaning that as of now, Chris will face no further legal...
Thellumberjack donated $5. Get away from the internet, I'm cutting it down right Mo. I'm
Get away
cutting the
from the
landline, you
internet.
son of a bitch, it's over. In
I'm
all
cutting.
seriousness, the worst thing Chris' parents could have done was let him have access to the internet. Halfway house, no internet access.
100%. I agree with you. Halfway house, no internet access. Because if the trolls could get access to him, another disaster is going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Ramifications for his alleged crimes. I can say with full honesty, people were not happy.
I wonder if Kat knows about Phil's, because I'm looking at that super chat again, his addiction to sweaty wrestler men. She has to. What? All right. Sure. I would... Hold on a second. Listen. Let me ask my brother something. I'll be right back. Can't do it live on stream. I'll get banned. But hold on.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Good. Dude, I don't know with you. I don't know with you. I'm actually kind of thankful because I would have done it. Where is the wig? Did I bring it in here? Yes. Here is the wig I'm wearing too, Sexy Coco, speaking of things. Listen, I'm just saying, I don't know with you. You paid for me to be a VTuber, so I'm like, all right, this is the next best thing. So I bought these. They're THX certified. I would have done it for 2K. I'm just saying. Oh, God. People are... Rich is begging for people to give him money, get a tattoo in his ass. I'm not. That would be a hell of an explanation every time I try... If I, like, got laid by a new person, it's like, why do you have a cucumber on your ass? Don't ask questions. And better yet, why is the cucumber on your ass bigger than your actual penis? Oh! into my penis pumps. I gotta clean this room again now. Imagine, like, I shouldn't even say this because someone will get ideas. Imagine I got swatted and the cops came in here and they were like, the fuck is on the floor? Why does he have 3 brand new penis pumps? I have received 0 contributions. I'm actually kidding. That's very far from fucking true. Here's the wig. It is a beautiful blue wig. $2 It's like $2 and change in Merca money. Should let me get something to drink right now. I need it now. My throat is dry.
And he looks hard.
Damn. Scullin's nipples. Hot damn. Scullin's nipples.
They are firm and have 2 dimples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Skip, dip, 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 dip.
Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Skip, dip, 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 dip. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Skip, dip, 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 dip. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Dip, 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 dip. Has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Skip, dip, 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 dip. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Skip, dip, 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 dip. Damn. Scullin's nipples. Hot damn. Scullin's nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Skip, dip, 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 dip. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Skip, dip, 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 dip. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Skip, dip, 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 dip. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Dip, 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 dip.
I received 0 contribution.
The Pickled Man donated $5. Oh, trust me, Chris is about as smart as Cyrax and White Bowser, who flipped out on Discord for people leaking his plan to work with mentally disabled kids. Chris took a page off Phil's book by letting everyone know his whereabouts on Pokemon Go.
Firm and have 2 dimples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Skip, dip, 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 dip. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. Matthew Scullin has nice nipples. They are firm and have 2 dimples. Dip, 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 dip.
Oh yeah, I didn't change the screen, so good. So I got pink apple lemon toasted coconut. We're gonna go with pink apple lemon. Put this. Let me put my waifu shit out of the way. That'll be the day that I also, like I said. God damn it, Google Fish. I'll pick up. I always hang up on you. This time I'll pick up. Why? 1-800 fucking naked.
Shove coconuts up your ass.
I have already. There's 2 of them up there. I needed to put them up there so I didn't shit my fucking pants.
Did you know, like, can you imagine, like, just having coconuts up your ass? I mean, you know how rough they are coming off the tree?
That's,
just
listen,
course, like, you shove up your ass.
Listen to me right now. Go to
it's just strange, you know?
You go to a tropical location. I want you to spread your ass under a coconut tree, and you do a handstand while your ass cheeks are spread. You may have to bring a partner until one of the I'm hanging up on you. You're gonna do that until one of the coconuts gets stuck in your hole, and then you're gonna film it for me. Thank you. Where the hell is the live stream? I lost the live stream. It's over. It's over. Dip. Of course. The Stream Deck has lost its mind. I was about to say the Steam Deck. Quit. Turn back on. Well, it's been there just because... Hey, you! Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Why is the Steam Deck not... Stream Deck. See, I said it. It's not coming back. Ah, I was like, fuck. How am I going to spam sounds without this fucking Stream Deck? Oh, man. Anyway, back to,
with this decision. Chris has openly...
Back to fucking lunacy. Let's see how loud this is. Whoa! I thought you weren't going to do that. I know Seltzer can, obviously, but... Fuck, I was thirsty.
He admitted to what he has done. They even threw him in jail for over a year. And I feel like no matter what side of the fence you set on this, whether you're a white knight or a ween, we can all agree that this was handled in almost one of the worst ways possible. If Chris is guilty, then he's getting away with it. He's not being put on any kind of registry or nothing. And if Chris isn't guilty, then he's been...
keep in mind, again, this is where I know a little bit of lore. Chris Chan admitted that the reason that he drew fantasy comics about this girl was because the fantasy kept him away from, he said it without saying it, raping her. Judge made a bad choice for more reasons than they probably even know.
Locked in a jail, mostly in isolation for over a year, letting his mental health deteriorate more and more. No matter what way you cut it, this was an absolute waste of taxpayer dollars and people's time. Here's what I think happened, and I want you to keep in mind that this isn't confirmed, this is completely my opinion. Chris was charged with the...
I just don't like putting anything in my lungs. So, I don't have anything against vaping, though.
Crime of incest with own child. Virginia state law doesn't have a blanket charge for these kinds of things. And being that Chris's crime technically wasn't what he was charged for, if he had a halfway decent lawyer, they could probably squirm out of it. As this charge that they gave Chris was designed for parents abuse.
Look at that woman's face, says everything. She's like, can this fucking guy get away from me? Like, a picture is worth 1,000 words. This picture's worth like 50,000 words.
Abusing their children, not the other way around. Once again, I would like to stress that that is all just my personal theory. Let's get back to the facts. On the 11th of August, 2 days after Chris's case was dismissed, he was spotted once again on the internet. This time, playing Pokemon Go. All of this makes me highly suspect that his internet access was restricted in one way or another. Because the very next day, Chris Chan gets on the internet.
I'm Christ Chan Prime. Oh boy.
Once again, to change his PSN name from I'm Christine to I'm Chris Chan Prime.
Oh, okay.
4 days later, Chris became active on Twitter once again, liking various posts about G Fuel and My Little Pony. The Quickie notes that this has been his first social media interaction in over 2 years. This behavior would continue the very next day when Chris would like various other tweets, one of note being a very creepy MLP comic. This would continue the next couple days with Chris liking more.
Dr. Sex E. Coco donated $5. So I've asked my father as to why, given all that Chris has done and how well he has been documented, how he could have gotten off. My dad thinks that for some reason, they may not have been able to use his documented history in court. That's the theory.
No, they definitely wouldn't be able to. It's kind of like what happened with the predator poachers I guess that's what they were called, with EDP. You know, it wasn't, this time, dude, he got caught again. This time it was actually with an underage girl. Like, how could he get away with that? But we'll see.
More and more tweets, many regarding a romance novel series, posing the terrifying question.
This picture is just like, when you look up insanity, this is what you see.
Of a Love Quest revival. Continuing with the timeline, on August 20th, 2023, Otaku King released a video detailing the conversation that they had with Chris in the Walmart that day. In this video, he expresses his support of Chris and his desire for the documentation/trolling of him to end.
So I'm going to summarize this whole thing really quick about me and Chris Chan, our interactions and all that stuff. I did not know all the things that he have done. I only knew of the things that he have done, some of it, but not a lot. Now, what
the fuck is that? Do I support? I have no take on that. I don't even know what the context of it is.
I approached him at Walmart, since everybody seemed to know that I went to Walmart, and probably figure out the actual location. Geez, you guys are some good detectives. We just, we was in the speaker out. We was talking about different speakers. I started the conversation first. I seen him looking at some speakers. I was looking at some speakers too. And then I asked him, at first I wasn't sure if that was him or not. So I still asked him, I said, hey, you know, what kind of speakers you recommend? Because I was looking for some nice speakers too. I was just trying to start a conversation. And he was like, oh, you know, I like the 808 and all that. It was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then I seen the Sonic. I seen Sonic, and I was like,
Sonic shit.
Wow, you like Sonic too? And I was like, yeah, I like Sonic. And then I asked him about what Sonic games you play and which ones you like. And we was talking about the whole Sonic conversation and stuff. That was pretty much the conversation. That lasted for about 10 minutes or so. I wanted to stay and talk to him about anime. I don't know if he's an anime guy or whatever, but if
I'm assuming that you are with your car.
he is, that's awesome. But anyway, that summarized the whole thing. Now, keep in mind, I did not know the things that he have done, like, in his past. I didn't know he did that to him.
No, he can't be sitting in Chris Chan's car.
His mom, you know, to be honest, I am not supporting that. What he done was wrong, and that was messed up, and there's no excuse for that.
Otaku King would go on to describe how he believed Chris was lonely, lacked both friends and a father figure, and even though he didn't know much about the situation besides the crimes, he said that he was willing to befriend Chris and maybe give him a little bit of companionship. A statement I believe Otaku King does not know the weight it holds. It's very apparent that he knows little about the situation and the very real dangers of making Christery. 3 days after Otaku King
you don't want to be part of the Chris Chan lore, at least directly.
Posted this video on the 23rd of August, Chris would make his first social media posts since going to jail. He would post various artworks to the site DeviantArt. Most of the art consisted of his MLP shipfic card game, and they had been previously released. But there is one piece of artwork amongst the posts that is completely new and, quite frankly, horrifying. he would post a new comic cover, leading many, myself included, to highly suspect that the work on a new issue of Sonichu is already underway. The character even stating it is time to restore order amongst chaos. Though there are many posts that he made on this DeviantArt that day that are very telling, this one I believe is the most telling. With Chris returning to the internet and posting a new cover for a Sonichu comic, one can only...
I never looked at what... Dude, I run Starfield on 780M integrated graphics. Not even at, like, lowest settings, 1080p dynamic resolution and FRS, but... I know, well, what are they saying are their settings?
I think that he plans to release more. 2 days after Chris's first social media...
Oh, you're talking about the Otaku King, the new guy?
Post since going to jail, on the 25th, he was spotted once again in a Walmart, and a photo...
Wait, why did my title not change? Oh, wait, it did.
Photo was taken of him. The OP stated that he was reluctant to post the photograph, and that it occurred at a Walmart in Lynchburg.
Yo, is that an old piano key VCR back there? I believe it is. Top loading, too.
Chris has been sighted twice this month at the Lynchburg Walmart, leading many to speculate that he has a new, more permanent form of...
Starfield runs good. On your PS4, sure.
Of housing. The month of August has already been jam-packed with Chris Chan lore. We've had a video, another sighting,
if I am quiet,
all the
I
posts
fixed it.
he's made, his return to Pokemon Go and various other platforms on the internet. All pretty big stuff, but it would be eclipsed by what was announced the 25th of August 2023. It was officially released that Chris Chan's charges had been dismissed. While a select few had already known, this was news to the wide majority of Christorians. Of course, we all saw it coming after the case was resolved order pending, but I don't think anyone believed Chris would spend over a year in jail if the evidence against him wasn't concrete. To be honest, the dismissal explains a lot of things, like why all of a sudden Chris has been more active in public, and especially more active on...
Because he has no legal constraints. It's that simple.
...on the internet. He had been released for months without even touching it to our knowledge, and it seems like more and more every day, he gets deeper into it, which leads myself and many others to believe that it's only a matter of time before he posts something on the internet, whether that be a video or a statement. My personal opinion is that he's currently writing the next issue of Sonichu so that he can write all of the lore issues. That way no Alec Benson Learys or no idea guys can come in and ruin the fictional thing that he believes is truly real. That may not end up being the case, but I think that we can all agree on something. It's only a matter of time before Chris returns, and God help us when he does. That's all we have on Chris Chan today, folks.
Yeah, that was a fairly boring video. Yeah. Chris Chan should not be out alone.
Hello.
Period. That's it.
My name is Kayla, and I am unfortunately EDP's victim. I am 16, I'm turning 17, and the EDP first started talking to me when I was 15. He messaged me first.
Here we go. Oh, oh boy. Now again, we're all going to say that this is alleged, but it's kind of like what I said with Quantum TV. We know their track records.
And I told him my age, and he didn't block me. I didn't really know who he was. I remember seeing him back in like 2021, but all I knew was that he was caught in a predator catch before. I didn't really know that he was friends with Tyler, the creator, or any of these other people. There's actual messages of me telling my age to him several times, and there's voice messages of other victims that he groomed.
I mean, regardless of the situation, Kayla, I don't give a fuck. Like, she's like, oh, I'm going to ruin your life. Well, If you think that you can ruin that bitch any more than what it's already been ruined, you go right the fuck ahead. Be my fucking guest, bitch.
Wheelbase.
As a matter of fact, motherfucker, I'll get
don't.
front row tickets to see this fucking shit, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, I really don't give a shit anymore. You know what I mean?
You guys are probably gonna be like, oh, Kayla, why are you agreeing with him? Well, the thing is, I had to, you know, so that he wouldn't get mad at me. He threatened me from the beginning. Like, I was scared for my life at this point. I still am a little bit. He sent me
Didn't he threaten one of the decoys too back then?
nudes several times. He sent me videos of him nutting. He even suggested...
God. Of course he did. Of course he did.
...of being on call with me and me seeing him nut. He had a fantasy of taking my virginity because, yes, I am a virgin, okay? He had a fetish of being with a, quote, young...
So what? You're 16. See, this is where he's a real piece of shit, allegedly. Because you're putting this girl in this awkward situation that she has to, like, oh, he's such a piece of shit.
Emo girl like me, which, by the way, I'm not even emo. Like, I don't consider myself emo. This is just what this guy considered me. I'm not sure how he found me. I was on Jadion's Discord. He was on Discord that day, and some people think that he saw me there in the voice call, but I don't know if he did or not. I'm a very public person. I'm a model. I have modeled for several brands before. I also make music. I do know that he's subscribed to my YouTube. He would always make really weird sexual notes. He would, you know, I know for a fact he has pictures of not me, but other victims saved on his phone. And these are like explicit pictures of minors that are on his phone.
Oh, Jesus.
So yes, he does have CP. I remember waking up some days and feeling the urge to like vomit at everything that he was telling me. But I didn't. I kept this going because this has to be the last victim that he has. He can't just be going around and, you know, talking to other minors. Because if he scarred me mentally, who else is he gonna do that to, you know? I do know that his friend...
I can't even make a video on this because I'm not even worried about the piss yellow dollar sign. YouTube striking the videos. I said in a previous stream, because there's people like they're trying to protect... No, they're not trying to protect EDP. What they're afraid of is what people will say will make the sponsors that are plaster their ads on videos freak out. So they're like, we'll just preemptively put strikes on everybody so nothing can happen. So don't talk about EDP. That's what YouTube is essentially saying. Yeah, they want this to go away because they're afraid it'll make advertisers skittish, because there is truth to that. If I'm going to be fully objective here. And they're like, yeah, just in case someone says something really dumb, we're just, oh, you're talking about EDP? Strike, can't do it. Do I agree with that either? No. But that's what they're... And it's not that... It's not saying it's good. It still really sucks. But it's not that they're trying to protect EDP. They're just trying to make the story go away because advertisers.
Gave him the job of a babysitter and a security guard. So yes, he's actively working with kids. Threatened me, saying that if I tried to like set him up in any sort of meetup, he would kill me and everybody else there.
But I'm telling you right now, if you fuck me over, if this shit goes wrong in any fucking way, shape, or form, give your soul to the Lord, because your ass belongs to me.
I mean, unless there was some clever editing done where that's from another video, he's in a world of shit. You just fucking threatened someone?
With a gun. He said he owns a gun room with 52 guns. He talked really badly about Jadion and his publicist, saying that there was a lot of miscommunication and that since people, quote unquote, don't love pedophiles, that he wasn't gonna...
He essentially said if she blew up his spot for him trying to fucking get with an underage girl again, that he would have killed her. He would have shot her.
Do an interview. He would always guilt trip me. He would talk to me about his sister. And he would always, bring up stuff from his childhood, basically treat me like a free therapist. He would bring up, his mom, and he would bring up the idea of me going out to Vegas at the age that I am right now and flying out to him to fuck him. To fuck him. And then he wanted to marry me and start a family with me as soon as I turned 18.
Motherfucker's like a fat R. Kelly.
Basically, he was trying to groom me to start a family with him. And I'm not a licensed
R. Kelly found Long John Silver's
therapist to put labels on anybody, but he also had a very weird fetish with himself. He told me that he wanted to, fuck a fan or like date a fan of his, and he also had weird narcissistic behavior. I'm not calling him a narcissist, but everybody does have narcissistic qualities. His were out of hand though. He would
She's very, in some ways, she's at her age. She's acting like, in other ways, she's very mature for her age.
sexualize my tits
She speaks very well for someone who's only 16.
and how big they were, and then he would sexualize just my body in general. He even mentioned the idea for me to start an OnlyFans when I was 18 so that I could give him some of the profit. And it's all in messages.
What the fuck?
He sent a lot of messages.
What the fuck?
But hopefully someday I can get them back. He would fetishize me for being Latina, so I just hope that you guys support me through this. This man, he just needs to be stopped. He's 32, I think, I'm not sure. He's in his 30s. He shaded me online publicly the other day, which is this. The reason I'm saying he was shading me, it's the same thing that he told me before he blocked me. He has me blocked. He went homeless for 3 weeks and he was living in his car, and then he found a mattress in the street, and he finally got an apartment or something and took it back to his apartment. I mentioned to him how Kai, Jadion, and Loaf are my favorite YouTubers, and he would just criticize my own personal interests as well. And he kept making me all these promises. He was like, oh, I know Tyler the Creator, I can forward some of your music to him and he can give you advice on music. And he even asked for nudes, which the nudes that I sent him weren't mine. They were from Google because, it's big brains, I look like Megamind, but I can also act like Megamind, you know what I mean? If you're wondering what his dick pics look like, I'm obviously not gonna put them in. His dick is the size of a pickle. It's less though, it's this big. I'm not joking.
Well, wait, Googlefish, you've unfortunately sent me a picture of his penis. It looked frighteningly large.
I wish I could say I was joking. Jadion saw him for himself. He could tell you guys. But it was this big. The size of my tongue, like that. That's how big it was. He also said that he has friends that meet up with 17-year-olds, and they go to the meetups and they bring guns and they threaten them in case they want to say anything. But honestly, EDP doesn't know where I live. I sent EDP my ex's address. So if you're my ex and you're watching this, you'll be fine, don't worry. But yeah, you're fat as fuck. You're fatter than a black fucking Tesla. You're fatter than a
what?
seal. Bitch, you go to SeaWorld. You are SeaWorld. You're just as fat as the fucking orcas there. Shut up. Bro, he's just so disgusting. He criticizes women's bodies and then he questions why he's not married. And it's not the fact that he criticizes them. We all need to be humbled. We all need to be given advice sometimes. But bro gives it when he's fat as fuck. What? And then he would mention how I was a good rapper.
Man, she's going in.
And he would have me rap for him or sing for him in calls. Then he would sexualize my voice. He would be like, oh, you should moan in my ear. Oh, I have a fantasy of pinning you down on the bed. And it was bro, at that point I was just in shock. It's a traumatizing thing to have went through.
What's sad is this is all not shocking. Did anyone really think that this was not? Come on.
It definitely scared me of men a little bit. It did something to my brain. I can't recall what it was, but it's just overall scary. I know that he subscribed to my YouTube channel. I know that.
Hasn't shit like that happened, Fenta? Just reading strange article about EDP445 passing.
EDP is subscribed to my YouTube channel.
Many things I could say right now, but I will refrain.
And he's gonna see this video. And he might unblock me and talk to me. But EDP, I just have a message.
0 contributions.
Picklers of America donated $5. We want to inform you that we in no shape or form want to be associated with this man, but he will be jerkin' his jerkin in the hole once inside.
Picklers of... She described his penis like a pickle. I mean, he's a disgusting bastard for sending it to an underage kid, but...
For you.
She roasted the shit out of him beautifully.
Apologize to the victims and actually get therapy, because when you made that fucking apology, about, oh, I'll change, I'll grow, I'll be better, I'll go to therapy, I'm getting the help I need, you sent me that apology when you were talking to me and you lied to all of your fans. You did. That's literally...
No. He was grooming her? Well, he made... Wow.
Really what you did.
Well, why am I saying wow? This is the same guy who, like, tried to trick everyone, which no one believed. What did he say? That it was an audition he was going to, and that's what they were doing improv when it was the sting operation? Oh, fuck off, dude.
And you haven't went to therapy, you haven't seeked any sort of fucking help for your sick ass. You haven't. He talked to his mother before she died, and that he took an oath to her that if he ever were to talk to like a minor, he would kill himself, and that he was on the verge of suicide. And I'm like, bro, this is what your mother means to you? Because I'm 16, I'm turning 17, you're trying to groom me to marry you, and your mother's fucking deceased. Going forward from this, I'm just gonna try to distract myself. I hope that this isn't like a thing where in a couple of years I'm like more traumatized than I am now. I'm trying to just like, you know, do what I was always doing. I always have been making videos, I've always been vlogging, I've always been making music, I've always, you know, been doing all these things. I guess I just have to be a little bit more secure, because I'm not sure if he's gonna try to fucking kill me now. I'm really not sure. He said that like one of his hobbies was going to like the gun range to practice, which is like scary. Like that's already a red flag. Like listen, isn't that what a sociopath does before they go murder a ton of people? Like, am I crazy here? Or do you guys see the connection? Because like every other school shooter before has had an obsession with guns. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, and he's had an obsession with guns for a while.
If he gets really mad at this video and goes and does that. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to all of his fans that thought he changed, because he hasn't. He hasn't changed and he lied to you about that. And I am, unfortunately, his victim. And now I have to go to therapy for all of the fucking threats he made to me and the way that he has now traumatized my brain. You know, it's just like it's just something kawaii, you know? It's building my character, you know? It's kind of a weird thing, though, to think that that man watches all of my content. Like, he saw the video of me.
Nothing about his death, I was looking.
Please hold this man accountable for his actions, even if you're his fan. You know, you can like someone's content, but not like them as a person, and that's okay. And he blocked me the day that Jadion catched him with Skeeter. That's literally all I'm gonna say, but yeah, thank you.
Sweet. EDP, so Gray is him. No, it was some redhead chick named Debbie Davis. Bitch was a sloppy ass drunk, and her house was a total fucking wreck. Debbie is crazy. I'm guessing this is her, the blue. I'm a boomer. I remember once I shoved my entire arm in her ass, and she was fucking loving it. Shit. Oh, any bitch back and take an entire arm in her ass is fucking deranged and fucked up in the head. I remember once I shoved my entire arm in her ass, and she was fucking loving it. Well, he wrote the same thing twice. Oh, well, he wanted to really make sure that he knew he fisted somebody. Alright, so it's the same thing again. But it's just the fact that I really wanted to bake you something and swim with you here and show you around at night. Well, shit, we're going to have to figure it the fuck out because, yeah, it sounds like him. Because me going down there, age of consent is 18, you turn to 16 on 32nd. Fuck that. Be honest with you, and not to sound fucked up like you should be grateful. I'm still fucking talking to you because anybody else who had went through the traumatizing shit that I've had gone through a few years ago, they would have went nowhere near you. You don't have to. You should have never went through it once. What do you mean? And I'm not trying to sound mean. It's just the fucking truth. Well, shit. We're gonna have to figure it. All right. You're repeating it again. Whichever you prefer. Why not? It can be both. I bet you'll taste so damn good. Do you think I taste like Skittles? Maybe that or either... Oh, dude, strawberry. Really? You fucking creepy cornball. I use strawberry body wash. I've literally masturbated to the... Okay. I've literally masturbated to the thought of you laying on my bed, be opening your legs and sliding my cut. This is to an underage kid he's saying this to. Inside of you, pushing my way inside your tight pussy. Gee, I wonder why YouTube wants no one talking about this. I have no idea. They're not... Dude, like I explained before, they're not protecting him. This is what they know what people will talk about, and advertisers will lose their mind. Not saying it's right, but that's what it's not to protect him. It's to... It's still wrong, but that's what they're doing it for. Well, that's the excuse they're hiding behind. They just know that with the horrible shit that he's saying, this is what's going to be discussed, and they don't want it in videos. I promise you that's the reason. I've been doing this a very long time. I agree. Right. I feel like with those thighs, you sitting on my face, me being handcuffed with my hands behind my back, and you're on top of me, picking you up and flipping you over to the point where I'm eating your... Okay. Yeah, this guy needs to be fucking destroyed. Period. 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 Oh, man. He needs to be thrown under the fucking jail. End of discussion. Oh, man. Wasn't the reason TCAP was canceled was because they caught... Yeah, there was a DA. And who... The funny thing was, is that guy was super shady, too, because he was trying to pretend to be like a 20-something dude. Hooking up... It was, like a... He was like a 50-something-year-old DA... pretending to be a 20-something-year-old college guy trying to hook up with like a 13 or 14-year-old boy. So, especially because he was catfishing, it makes it like, what the hell was he going to do? Try to kidnap this kid if the kid wasn't a decoy for TCAP? So when the cops showed up there, he offed himself. Oh, boo-hoo. But in court, that everyone who was part of that sting operation got off. Including Captain...
You're getting Grandpa excited.
Stanley Kendall. I feel for this girl being a SA survivor. She has a life sentence. Unfortunate, but things will get better for her. I mean, at least... It's still horrible what happened, but he didn't actually touch her. Which is good. At least there's that. If you're trying to find a silver lining... Oh, man. Should I keep streaming? I'm not sure. I'll stream for a little bit more. I was kind of up in the air on streaming tonight. Oh! because I should. Maybe I'll do Jay a favor and record news stories. I'm not done streaming yet, don't worry. But maybe I'll do him that favor. Because tomorrow is going to be a crazy day. This girl actually she has, I believe, cystic fibrosis, and they came out with a new medication, you know, that evil science that conservatives hate. She was on borrowed time. Now she's going to live a fairly normal life. God, science sucks. And she's gorgeous as well. Let's continue. DSP got caught by fine. All right. I'm going longer than I thought I was. Let's go.
The hate army troll.
Army, bro.
The hate army.
Shout out
guy.
to hate army.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out to hate.
A bunch of people on the right.
I received 0 contributions.
DBZ King 119 donated $5. I honestly can't believe this. Not the pedophilia. I expect that from EDP. But the fact that he was so damn stupid that he went and got caught again. As far as I'm concerned, his fat ass got off lightly. And he went and did it again. Fucking dumbass.
No, it's a sickness, dude. And then the thing is, I don't know if it's stupidity or audacity. If that video was in the context, it's not me trying to, like, defend him. I'm just trying to be as neutral and balanced here as possible because alleged, I cringe saying this with him, innocent until proven guilty. He's guilty. He sent a video threatening her. You sent a video, you fucking... I mean, thank you for being a fucking idiot, because now it will probably destroy you legally. But... I mean, with a text... First off, don't threaten anybody. But with the text, you could have plausible deniability, I guess. You filmed yourself threatening some... Oh, Christ almighty. Anyway. The pronouns thing was... A bunch of people on the right were losing their mind because there was a pronouns option that is something you could literally gloss over in the beginning of Starfield. And what is amazing is, and Vosh said the same thing, that clip was actually in Ackman's video, Vosh. It was such a good point. This is like the equivalent if they're acting, remember like if Anita Sarkeesian back in the day, like, oh, there's not enough inclusivity in games and they need to have more people of various races. They would have, like, heels versus babyface would have been like, fuck off! Like, oh, they're such pissy fucking crying bitches, who cares? They're acting the same way now. But it's okay because they're doing it. It's not, they don't fucking care. It's this... No standards, man.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for hate.
Out for hate.
Now, what we should do is transition into my very fan-favorite segment that we do every week that we like to call Phil's Day Off. In this segment...
The only one who likes this, Phil, is you. Who wants to talk about your day off?
Now, I will tell you about what I did yesterday during my day off from streaming. Or was it? Well, let's talk about that. All right. So yesterday was my day off from streaming. And unlike last week where I had a very busy week full of tons of things that I needed to do and that my wife and I had appointments, we were going out, I did have one appointment, but it was a minor one. And outside of that, I had a lot of errands and things to run. All right? So it wasn't a crazy day where we had to be out all day and stuff like that. So I did all my usual errands. I went grocery shopping. Oh, by the way, this was a really unfortunate week. You see, because unlike last week where I went grocery shopping, this week when I went grocery shopping, just listen to this, I went grocery shopping with the entire chorus line of the Radio City Rockettes. You know, the New York City...
He's talking about this because someone said they saw him out with, like, some apparently Indian woman, like he's with someone else besides Kat, and the rumor mill is spinning. Yeah, I don't really care. 10:55. How long have I been streaming for? 2 hours. Yeah. I think I'm going to cut it here for now because I'm going to film for Jay for tomorrow on OnlyFans, me masturbating. No, I'm not. KP, been around since 2015. Thank you. And I'm thinking I'll do that. Yeah. So, I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Your edible is barely kicking in. But I'm going to do, because I know if I have to be at my kid's soccer game midday, that if I try to film in the morning, it's not going to happen. So.
I received 0 contributions.
Seymour Demonica donated $5. As someone with a firm belief in doing your time and getting a second chance, even predators, I have to admit it seems so many of them are genuinely unsalvageable. In EDP's extreme case, I want him, let's say, redacted.
A lot of them, unfortunately, aren't. 280. You're not dropping 500 for me to stay at. You have, okay, you know what I'll do? I'll do what I always do. You have 2 minutes and 45 seconds. If you do, fine, great. For that, I'll stay on till 2 a.m. You have the entire playthrough of the Oblivion song. We're at, you know what? How can I do this to make it more feasible? There's no way someone's dropping $500. Yeah. There's no way. Listen. I just want the theme to play out. No, I'm going to bed. Or I'm not going to bed. That's a lie. I'm filming videos. Anyway. Deadman, the choice is yours. And I'll do what you want me to do. That sounds like I'm talking about porn, but... Go to bread? No, I don't need bread at 11 o'clock at night. My tits will get bigger. Oh, God, layaway, dude. Layaway. We used to have layaway at Circuit City. You'd have motherfuckers come in and like... You want me to be tired at my kid's soccer. Oh, that's sweet of you. Listen, Jay, get on a plane, fly down here, lay on my ass. If I end up ending the stream now, I'm filming the videos for you for tomorrow. Bring your roommate down here. Have him lay on your ass while you're laying on my ass, so it'll be like an ass sandwich. Then pour syrup on me. Yeah, dude, I'm not expecting the money from anybody. I'm just basically just ending the stream and just talking a bunch of shit right now. I'm like, if anyone's going to do that, wait for another night where I could actually stay up later. Yeah, I'm going to do news. We'll drop the video on the emulator. The little fucking NES thing. We'll drop it like Monday. So... Deadman just wants me to be miserable. Thank you. So, yeah, do it for a time. It makes more sense. Like, when I'm doing the waifu stream. Jay may join me with that. I'll have to get him the headphones, too. You motherfucker. That'll be expensive, but I'll do it. Anyway, good night. I'm going to go film some shit. Save your money. For a night where I actually have the energy and don't have other things to do. See you later. You're awesome. It's been a hell of a stream. I still have a small penis, but I do have 3 penis pumps. See you later.